There is no doubt I was the apple of his eye. He called me sapsucker, but do not let that name fool you. He thought I hung the moon. From the early age of 9 months, he would come and sit in Bible class with me. While children were learning that we drove to church in cars, he was there to make sure that I remembered it forever. He didn't know that in 12 short years he would be taken from me. My grandfather, Paul Whitey Whitehead, or Whitey to his friends and family, was a very influential man in my life. My decisions to become a doctor and Christian were greatly influenced by the impact my grandfather had on my life. I was 12 years old when my grandfather was killed in a tragic horse accident. My memories of him fade with each year. Memories that were once so bright are quite fuzzy now. But I will never forget the man that Whitey was. He was such a kind, thoughtful, and generous person. I have a memory of being with him at the grocery store. The people in front of us realized that they could not pay for their groceries. They were very upset. Whitey stepped out of the way and offered to pay for their groceries. I remember this memory being very important to me, as I had heard earlier that day that my grandparents were very low on money that month. But Whitey didn't care. He could have easily pretended to not notice this person couldn't afford groceries. He could have easily told himself that it would be okay and didn't matter. But that's not who Whitey was. When I think about my drive to become a doctor, I realize I want to help people in need. When people are in pain, financially or physically, they don't need help from an institution. They need help from kind and generous people. I will be one of those people because of Whitey. Another strong memory that I hold of my grandfather is his love for Jesus. As a family, we would travel to various horse shows and get in late at night. It would have been very easy to sleep in on Sundays, but Whitey insisted that we be in church. Whitey loved the Lord, and he knew that there was an importance in worshiping him. Of course, some Sundays, Whitey would fall asleep and insist that he was praying, but he was there more importantly. Whitey taught me that church was important, worship was important, and that Jesus would forgive you if you fell asleep in sermon sometimes. He taught me the importance of family and sharing worship with them. His influence guided me to become a Christian. Whitey was very influential in my life. Even though I only got to spend 12 years with him, those 12 years provide me of memories of a man that spoiled me and gave me the nickname that only he will know the reason of. But my memories and my parents' memories will not be the only place Whitey will live. He forever touched the lives of people like those at the grocery store. His legacy will touch the lives as I help many of my future patients as a doctor and my children in how they view God. Whitey left a legacy, and that legacy will forever touch the lives of many generations to come. I just want to say thank you to everyone for listening to my speeches and for the kind feedback throughout the year. I hope that you guys have a great Christmas and a happy New Year. Thank you.